Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today should be Tuesday when y'all watching this, or at least when I post it should be Tuesday. So today we're going to be doing a little tutorial, a little get ready with me, a little transformation. So basically I'm going to attempt to do this fox eye trend going on. We're going to be trying to recreate that look on ourselves. I'm going to try to enter the picture that I'm using as a reference. But yeah, I'm gonna hop right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start off. I brushed my brows up already. So I'm gonna go in just a brow pencil. It's like the kind you sharpen. Anyway, so take your brow pencil and I do that whole like draw a line directly under it. And like I said, I'm going for like a straighter brow look, so I'm gonna draw the line right here. And since my ends are shaved, I'm going past where my natural brow is. And so y'all see, I got it right there. And then I'm gonna draw another line just at the end, at the top of that. So boom. Then I'm just gonna fill in. I'm gonna fill in the tail first because that's the part where I mostly need to fill in. On like short little strokes just to fill in where it's sparse on my natural brow. Yeah, I just filled in a little bit, but mostly I just made that straight tail piece. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. And this is in the shade 23 Ginger. I'm using this Wet n Wild concealer brush. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean up under my brow. All right, so as you see, it's like basically straight. I mean, I have a little bit of an arch because I feel like if it's just straight, like at a flat angle, it'll just look short and start disappearing because your head curves this way. I'm gonna go in with this, like, it's this Marc Jacobs foundation, which as you can see is white and I am not. So I don't know how it worked, but I'm just using it for the color so that I can highlight my brow bone a little more than it already is. So, and this is another Wet n Wild concealer brush. So yeah, and then I'm gonna go in with a foundation that's actually my shade. I'm gonna go in with the Milani. When I clean up the top of my brow, I go like this. And so I'm just gonna go straight. Boom. So yeah, then I'm just gonna blend that out with foundation brush. This is from Real Techniques. This, I feel like, is literally using eyeshadow to create shadows and dimension. From the pictures I've seen, it's literally just to make that contour and that definition. I'm gonna go in with this Real Techniques brush with this shade. And I'm gonna mix it in with this one. I'm gonna go directly where like your nose and your eye creates that like crease. And I'm just stamping that shadow on right there. I'm gonna switch brushes. I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild brush. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. And a little bit of that, but mostly the shade. And I'm gonna go back in, like I said, in that crease on this half of your eye where your nose creates that crease on your eyelid. And I'm gonna just blend it out towards the outer part of my eye. So yeah, so it's making that like a little S shape. Mix this color with this color, this and this. Go right back in to my crease, but towards more like the deepest part, like where you feel your eyeballs stop and like your bones start. I don't know if that's a good explanation, but y'all see. So, and I'm pinching my brush so that it is thin, going right into the crease. Right into the crease. I'm just stamping it on. And I'm blending it out with that other brush. Stamping. So now that you have that depth and that shadow, I'm gonna go back in with the Clinique concealer and my concealer brush, and it's like a flat brush. And I'm gonna go right basically under where your crease would start. From there to like the outer point of my eye. I'm not even dragging it out all the way yet. I'm just going right here. First, I'm gonna go and deepen that out a little more, just because I could see a little definition missing from transferring. So again, I'm just using this shade and this shade, and I'm just going in that crease, just right there where it will go into my nose. Going in with this medium shadow brush from Real Techniques, and I'm gonna mix this light beige shade and this shade. I'm mixing them two together on just one side of the brush. Okay, so before I even put those shadows in my eye, I'm just gonna tap to make sure my concealer is nice and smooth, and I'm gonna tap it directly on, like I'm stamping it on there. Going right where we put that concealer, where we cut that crease. Okay, so I'm going in with that Real Techniques brush that I used to deepen out the crease the first time, and I'm going in with this like bronzer shade and a little bit of that shade. So basically the same shades I used earlier, but less of the darker shade. I don't know why I was trying to talk while I was tapping, and more of the redder shades. And I'm gonna deepen out that crease again. So I'm gonna go right over, because I don't want it to be like a sharp cut crease. I want it to look kind of diffused. So I'm going right, I'm going outward, but I'm going up. Is where you're gonna go dip, and then you're gonna flick it up. And you want most of the pigment in the crease though, but you do want just a trace of it outside. Okay, and then we're just gonna go right back in with that beige color and just clean up a little bit, but still I'm not making those sharp lines. I'm just cleaning up like some of the places where I didn't really want shadow to go, but it inevitably fell out on. And I'm gonna highlight my brow bone like we did earlier with the concealer. And I'm gonna go in right under where we just highlighted that brow bone with this like peachy nude shade. Diffuse that line so it's not no harsh. So now we finna get into the fun part. We finna do a liner. Basically, like once you put on lashes, you're not gonna, I don't know why my accent, I meant like, cause I think I'm from New York or whatever, and so my accent be changing sometimes, but sometimes it be like real southern, and I don't know why, but it's cause I'm a baddie. So what I'm gonna do is, basically, if y'all can see where that like line is basically already there from how we did our shadow, we're gonna trace that straight up that way, and then I draw a line down like that. And instead of filling that in right away, because I'll get to that, I'm just gonna go and do like that cat eye line on my lash line. My hand's so not sitting right now. And I'm gonna go the bottom half too. So now I'm gonna fill it in. I'm gonna fill it in. But I am gonna clean it up just a little bit with the concealer and this small concealer brush. Just because. And because I'm like, I'm not a perfectionist, but when it comes to certain things, it's like because I have a hooded eye, I need y'all to be able to see certain things, or I need me to be able to see certain things. So I still wanted that highlight, which y'all probably could see before, but I just wanted to make sure. If there's one thing about hooded eyes that like is a plus, you definitely can hide certain mistakes because you can't even see certain parts of your eyelid. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. All we gotta do left for the eyes is smudge out the liner. So I'm gonna go with this like dark brown. This is just water, and I'm gonna spray my brush a little bit. So I just sprayed my brush that I had that brown shadow on, and I'm gonna go and just basically I'm brushing. This is like a angle brush, like an eyebrow liner brush, but I'm in, and just smudging out the line. And I'm right here, I'm smudging it into the crease. But basically I'm just smudging it out. And I'm even gonna go in with that, whoa. I hope my light wasn't off that whole time. But basically I'm going in with that shade, that darker shade from the MacBook palette. So we just tracing along the line while also smudging it out. So you can go back in with that brush we used earlier just to blend and blend all of that. And I don't think I mentioned it earlier, this is the Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I just want to reinforce some of that line that I lost. And I'm gonna smudge it out with just that like off black shadow. And I'm not gonna spray my brush this time. I'm just pinching it so that it's nice and tight, and just smudging it a little tiny bit. So like, just see how quick my hand is moving, because it's not going far. It's just right on the edge. Personally, I don't know why, I just want my lid to be a little brighter. So I'm going in mostly this beige one, and I'm just going to tap it over it just lightly. I just want a little more brightness. So I'm gonna do the same thing to this eye, and then we're gonna come back so we can get snatched for the base. So I'm gonna go in with my Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation on that concealer brush I used earlier, and I'm gonna do a whole pump. I'm gonna use more than that, but just I'm gonna start off with one pump, and I'm gonna go this all over my face, and then I'm gonna do another pump. And I start at the center of my face because that's the part you're gonna see most. And I'm gonna blend it out with that Real Techniques buffing brush. And then I'm gonna go in again with more foundation. Yes, we're doing layers. Okay, so I'm going in with another full pump of pump and a half of foundation, and I'm gonna mix in this foundation mixer. It's from NYX. It's the warm and something else, so this is the warm one. Mixing the warmth one in, just to like, so it's like a corrector shade, so I have like darkness on my face, like especially around my mouth, but the warmth will cancel out the darkness a little more. Anyway, so now I'm gonna blend that out, blend that out. Next, I'm gonna go in with that buffing brush. Take whatever's up on my hand. And then I'm gonna go over it with the sponge. Usually when I blend out with the Beauty Blender, I bounce, but sometimes I like press and roll just so my skin doesn't look like any sort of cakey anything. And now we are error 404, flaw not found. And this is a Real Techniques sponge, by the way. Most of the brushes and stuff I use are either Real Techniques or Wet n Wild, and the Wet n Wild ones I got from the dollar store. I just put y'all on. So I'm going in with this Clinique foundation concealer. So I'm gonna go down and up. And when I say up, I mean up. I mean like we're gonna be snatched, like snatched. So hold on, I'm gonna put my hair in a bun. Now we're super snatched. Super sand snatched. I'm gonna go close to the liner, so be careful. Or if your liner is kind of crooked, then straighten it up while you're there, but and go up towards your temples. Go up. And I'm gonna have a snatched nose too, so I go right on the sides. Now I have a small forehead, but I still went ahead and highlighted it a little bit just so that I can have that like spotlight effect on my forehead. Because I like really bright under eyes, especially when we're going for a full glam. Like we're going for snatched red carpet. Like, who are you? Who am I? I'm that
bitch. No, you need to be like, who are you? Who are we? We are that bitch. Do that.
Period. We're giving very much that. So I'm going in with that white foundation. She's shaking the table. She's revolutionary. It's like mix the white foundation with the Milani Chestnut. I'm just using the Milani to thicken it up because that Marc Jacobs foundation is super, super watery. Like it's like literally, it missed my whole hand, but literally like it drips. Yeah, I'm mixing that together, the Milani and the Marc Jacobs. And I'm going right in here towards the inside. I'm gonna add a little more of the Marc Jacobs because it's not looking bright enough. So yeah, it's giving. Now I just gotta let this dry for a second. So I'm gonna let it dry down for a little while. All right, so while we're waiting for this to dry down, we can go ahead and cream contour. So once again, I'm straight face and I'm gonna see where I want to contour. So if I want this part to pop out, then I want this to be sunken in. So, but I really want like cheekbone that. Anyway, I really think I got like some attention problem or something. I'm going in with the CoverGirl compact foundation joint, yeah, on this angled, it's like a concealer, I mean it's like a contour brush. So I'm going the flat way though, and I'm pushing it against my cheekbone so it can create that shadow, and I'm blending it out because this is more like a bronzer-y shade. And then I'm gonna go in with, I'm using this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 380. That foundation to contour and add more depth. So I'm using my little concealer brush and I'm gonna go, let me see. I'm gonna go right here. And I always brush my contour up like towards where I highlighted at. Snatch, we're getting snatched. Like I'm getting excited because I'm loving the vibes. blend out a little bit with my foundation brush just around the edges so there's not no harsh changes of color. Y'all see that dimension coming through? Y'all see that? That shade. I'm gonna contour my chin so she's not giving double chin vibes, so she's not giving the day after Thanksgiving vibe. She's giving you snatched model. She hasn't eaten in a week, so no. He's snatching his chin, girl. I've been trying not to make it too clockable ways though, like if I'm like, why would I ever put my head like this? But you know, there's not no harsh. And I'm gonna go over it one more time with my little damp sponge. Just go over everything, make sure everything is nice and blended before I set it with powder. Oh. And I'm going in with my favorite. I mean, I haven't tried that many powders, but out of the ones I have tried, this has never been beat. This is the Fit Me powder. I finally got some more. Y'all understand how happy this makes me. I really love this powder. This powder corrects all wrongdoings. And I'm a baker. That's what I do. I have oily skin. If you don't have oily skin, then you probably shouldn't do this, but I'm not trying to give the girls oil slick vibes. So, and I powder everywhere I already highlighted to reinforce the shape that I'm giving the girl. And I'm gonna actually take that medium eyeshadow brush that we used earlier to highlight or set the middle of my nose. Powder. I'm gonna powder contour. When I said we were giving the girls snatched, I meant it. I don't know what y'all came here for if not to be snatched, okay? I'm gonna take this contour brush. I know that's what it's called too. I don't have to say nothing. It's a contour brush. It's from Real Techniques. And I'm gonna take this shade and this shade. And I'm going over where those shadows are on my face. We're giving them snatched. Are we giving the girls? Oh, wait. The nose. Actually, I'm gonna use... No. I'm gonna use the medium brush like I said. I'm gonna use that flat medium brush. And I'm gonna go from here, from the crease, and I'm gonna go right down my nose. Bronzier shade right here, up in the eyeshadow, and right down the sides of my nose. Okay, and then I'm going with this bronzy shade, with this like not so bronzy shade, right on that lower lash line. And with the bronzers, so this shade and this shade. So I'm gonna go in with this black like kohl liner. It's from Wet n Wild Color Icon Kohl eyeliner. I'm gonna go in my waterline actually. And what I do is I put it in there and I close my eye and I drag it around. And I'm dragging down onto the lash line. I connected it onto that lash line. I'm gonna go and smudge it out. So yeah, now we're really giving it. We're really giving it to the girls. Giving. We're serving. All right. So yeah, I feel like we're really snatched as we need to be. So I'm gonna go in with that brush I used to contour. Go in with that, but it's the No Filter setting powder in the shade Banana. I'm going in and I'm bronzing a little bit more. Go ahead, like I said, with that banana powder right up under my eye and on the sides of where my nose contour is. I'm taking some of that Fit Me powder just around my mouth real quick. I'm looking snatched. I'm looking snatched. But I need to blend my nose contour out a little bit. So I'm gonna blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. I'm gonna take this little like blush brush. Okay, so I'm taking this NYX Stay Matte Not Flat Powder Foundation on my buffing brush. Like my skin tone shade, maybe a little darker, but like I said, this is really full glam. So yeah, I'm using a lot of products because like this is full coverage, girl. This is not missing no meals. I'm sorry I keep getting close. It's like I got a new light. I got a ring light in addition to the 2 soft boxes I usually film with. So I'm just trying to see. Like, I'm just trying to see at this point. I know y'all are. Hey, when I say full glam, I mean full glam. So like, don't be mad at me. A whole snatchification process. So one more time, I'm gonna take that Fit Me powder. And I know for even people with oily skin, like that was a lot of powder, but we finna spray it down right now. Soaking. Soaking, baby, soaking. Look at me. Oh my goodness, look at me. I'm snatched. So I'm gonna put on a little look for you guys and snatch this hair up. And then I'm gonna come back so we can do lashes and lip. And then I'm gonna let y'all go ahead about y'all business. Like, comment, subscribe while you're here. Thank you. Okay, I went in and while I was getting dressed, just baked again real quick with this chalk dust setting powder. One, because I didn't want to be moving around too much and get all oily and stuff. And two, the like warmth of the powder, like that yellowish tint, because that ColourPop banana powder isn't as yellow as I would like it to be. Like it's not, it's like a white, it's a yellowish white more like, or yellowish beige, whatever. And so on blush, I'm gonna use this peach shade and this red shade. So I did my little baby hair, did not all that. It took me a while. It was excruciating. It's like no. So I'm using the same pencil I used to do my eyebrows. Boom. Now she big lips, don't be dumb. And I'm going in with this Matte Beauty lipstick from Milani. And then I'm going in with Times Square from ColourPop. RK by Kiss is in the shade Rosy Brown. And then in the center, because I really wanted this to be like a really light pink, I'm gonna go in with that white foundation I was using. These are just like some mink lashes I have. And I'm gonna cut them so that it's really focused right here. All right, so yeah, now I got this cut lash. I don't know why I was talking so quiet before, but I got this cut lash. Right on top of that liner. And I'm just pressing it down onto my real lash. And so I'm letting it dry. And I'm putting the parts that I cut off the lash on top of the end. Y'all can put glue and do it, but I'm not gonna glue these down just because I'm probably not gonna have this look on long. I'm gonna take pictures and then take it off. All right, guys, so this is the final look. I look snatched. I look. Where's she going? The red carpet, darling. Do you love? Is she snap? Y'all think I pulled off the look? Like, do y'all think I'm giving fox eye? Do y'all think I'm giving, what does the fox say? I'm a clown. Anyway, yeah, if you enjoyed my clownery and my tomfoolery, and yeah, if you let me know if you think if I killed it, if I executed the mission. Okay, and let me know. I mean, if y'all didn't think I did it, then y'all can let me know that too. I mean, I don't know, I could try again, but I feel like I'm giving it. I'm feeling like I'm giving y'all the sensation. Follow me on Instagram at Final Destination. That's it, Final Destination, but just like my YouTube handle, I have all of that stuff in the description box below, so please do check that out. Also, you'll get to see all the products I use, and yeah, just stay tuned for the next video. Bye.